Hello and welcome to our first episode of Is This a Scam? This is where we take a look at emails that our clients forward to us and ask us for help determining whether or not this is a scam. This first one today is a very interesting one. It looks like a QuickBooks invoice, so let's dive right in. The first thing we're going to look at is the from address, and we're going to particularly look at the domain. The domain is intuit.com, which is a company that makes and sells QuickBooks. So far, that looks legit. But the from name is Quazell, and my client doesn't know Quazell, and usually you would see the name of a business there, not the name of a person. The next thing is this to address is not my client's email, and so that suggests my client was blind carbon copied on this invoice, which is not typically what you would do. So if we scroll down, we're going to look at any links. We're just going to hover over the link here and look at the path that it's going to take you on. And as you can see, that's actually going to intuit.com. This would presumably pull up a legitimate QuickBooks invoice that you could pay. And so we start reading the message here, and it's like, thanks for your payment, which is interesting because this is an invoice, not a receipt. And it says you should see the transaction reflected within the next 24 hours. That's driving some sort of urgency for you to respond. So that is another red flag. Then it says, if you have any questions, reach out to our customer care team at this number. So I'm going to assume that if you were to call that number, you would get a scammer and they would probably get your card number or something so that they could do a chargeback. And in reality, they're getting it to take more of your money. And again, more urgency. If we don't hear from you within this time frame, we will proceed with the release of this transaction for $655.58. We're going to go ahead and say that this one is a scam, guys. Super interesting. This scammer actually paid for a QuickBooks subscription, which is an interesting angle. I guess it adds a little bit of legitimacy, but they did not outsmart my client on this one. He caught on to it quickly and forwarded it over to us to take a look at, which we are, of course, happy to help with. Thanks for watching and stay safe out there.